Hello everyone, it's Darlene from Scrappin', Stampin', and Inkin' by Dordee. And this evening I want to share with you a folio album that I made watching a tutorial by Tamara of Country Craft Creations on National Scrapbooking Day. The paper that she had used, and I chose, and many others, was from Carta Bella, and it was entitled Summer Splash. If you're looking for a summer vacation paper or some cardstock for those summer activities, this is wonderful. You'll love it. You will not be disappointed. This folio album measures 6.5 by 9 and has almost a 2-inch spine. I covered this album with denim blue artisan cardstock from Country Craft Creations, and I used the white artisan cardstock to highlight it. The front cover of my album I did in 3 sections. The top third of it, I cut a piece of the paper that looked like sand and sky and water. There's a little boat and a little cabin and the palm trees. The center, I used blue, and then I topped it with some glossy accents to make it shiny and look like water. The bottom part, I wanted it to look like sand. I've made other mini albums where I've used real sand. This, I touched it with some real sand, but I wanted something a little different, and I chose to use a very coarse sandpaper, and it worked out great. The little boy and girl, ball, buckets, and shovel, and the scuba gear and the umbrella were buttons that I ordered online, along with a little starfish. Oh, and there's also a little sandcastle down here that was a button. The little seashells, I walked into the Dollar Tree one day and I found these on the shelf, this whole bottle, and they were wonderful. They're so tiny for $1. I love the Dollar Tree, walking in and finding things that I can use on my albums. The picture frame I had in my stash. Years ago, I can remember making an album, and I was taught by someone to use the specialty plastic bags that you could seal very tightly and put in hand sanitizer and make it look like water. Well, what I did here, I put some pearls and different sized pearls, some sand, and some starfish in there, and to me it looks like water. I don't know, give you a shot of it up here, but it does. You can see the little bubbles and everything. I loved how that gave that effect to this book. I like the front of my albums to more or less, it feels to me, that they're telling the story about what the album is about. The spine, I just went and layered the papers and used stickers. The back of the album, for the last almost 2 years, I found that I kind of like adding a pocket to my backs. Many photo mats can be stuck in, and this here I made is a booklet. I used some stickers, and at least 6 photos can be placed in this booklet, and it takes up no space, and they're covered, they're safe. Let's go for our walkthrough. I hope I can stay in camera here. I did choose to use magnets in this Folio. On this side, I didn't have to because these two would have held this top flap down, but I did use the magnets. On this flap, I do have a pocket with a photo mat, and these are all cutouts from the paper line. Wonderful. Wonderful. They gave us so much in this line to work with. A photo can also be placed there. This lifts up. I put one of the stickers, backed it on cardstock, and glued it on the bottom so that if you wanted to place a picture that far down, you could, just up here, and then on a little tag you could journal and stick under here. This page has a pocket at the very bottom. I put a side pocket on. I kind of liked the way that looked, and I had that extra little strip and just stuck it on there. Photos can be placed here. I used a sticker here. And you can write on something and stick it in there, or just stick more photo mats in there. So like I said, I did choose to use magnets, but these would have held that top flap down nicely. This will open up, and I have a side pocket here with stickers from the collection, and you can see how colorful this paper is and so pretty. Lots of stickers and lots of cutouts for your photo mats. In here. Over here I have another, I let this all plain, another flap. This comes up, photos here. This bottom flap I used a sticker and backed it and have this open so that you could stick something under it. Another photo or a journaling tag. So between the top flap, the middle, and the bottom here, you could certainly put quite a few photos. And again, like I said, that was magnetized, so it does hold up. I'm going to stick this in here. This then will open this way. And this side has the bottom pocket, or the side pocket, I'm sorry, with photo mats. And those stickers. These sides mirror each other. In the center here, I have my waterfall. You can put 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 photos. Oh, I'm sorry. No, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 photos. Boy, was I wrong. Okay. So as you can see, this side alone will hold quite a few of your summer vacation photos. On this side, I have this flap, and I have 2 bottom pockets holding 2 photo mats. And again, more can be placed in those pockets. Again, magnetized. This flips over, and this was cut off from one of the sheets of paper, and 3 photos can be placed there, smaller ones, with the writing in between. This side, I have 2 photo mats already there. I do have a sticker in the middle that I stuck there that will allow the photo to be placed up under there, like that. This opens up, and it has a top flap, photo here, photo there. So a top flap with another photo, space for photo, and a bottom. So you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photo mats there. This has a flap that opens with a pocket. I have 3 little cut aparts there that I had backed, and you can see how very nice they are. Beachside motel, pool rules, relax. So nice. And a photo can go on the back of here. This was a sticker that was in a collection. These 2 flaps sort of mirrored each other, and I had the little flamingo stickers at the bottom. So a photo can go on each of those and on their back. This back page was all one sheet of the paper that we cut. This was an idea of Tamara's, and it was very, very nice. And we just kind of sliced that there and fixed it so that it's not wasted for anything. You also can still put photos there, but on this one here, you can put 2 photos or a nice photo and journal, and that sticks right in there. Very, very nice. So as you can see, quite a few photos can go into this folio. Very nice size. You know, it's amazing to me. I guess maybe it shouldn't be, because people that craft are so creative. But just seeing this paper line and the different mini albums that were made, to me, it's so fascinating to see how all of us crafters can come up with such different ideas. It's amazing, and it's just so heartwarming to know that we can choose to do that. And it's like, say 100 of us were given a recipe for chocolate chip cookies. We all have the same recipe, and we follow it, but not one of our cookies would ever be the same. It totally blows my mind. I love it. I love seeing what other crafters come up with. I learn from other crafters. We can always learn something. And I love learning, and I am very grateful for Tamara with the free tutorials that she, a Country Craft Creation, gives us. We have a very talented design team there, and their tutorials are all free, and it's just amazing. I personally want to thank Tamara and her design team for what she does for us. And again, her deliveries are fast. Okay, at this time, I'm going to be quiet now and say thank you, and for giving me the opportunity for sharing with you my folio mini album. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please take the time to jot down a little message at the end of this, or if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. I appreciate that. I love sharing my creations with others. I never mind if someone copies my things. And again, thank you and good evening.